So, it is the first day of the 11th month. We are here in Castle Never, and let's go speak to Alagandar.
We meet again. As you know, I am Nasha Alagondar, Lord of Neverwinter. I was once an adventurer like you, though that was long ago. Erin Gend tells me you have done much in the defense of our city. For this I thank you, though I fear it was all in vain. Erebeth knows our defenses too well. We could not stand against her forces. The enemy has breached our walls. All is lost.
Don't say such things, Nasher. People need a strong and determined leader in these times.
Do not give up hope, my lord. We still have the words of power, after all.
And what good has that done, Erin? We have no way to use them. Whatever magic is locked within those stone tablets is of no use to us.
Perhaps Hadrian will reveal their secret to us, if you release her from the dungeons.
Excuse me?
I don't trust that creature, Erin, and neither should you. We have done her no harm. If she was truly our ally, she would tell us what she knows.
You've locked her up?
Hadrian told us about the secret door beneath Castle Never. Without her, we would never have found the Source Stone.
And what good has that done, Erin? That creature won't tell us anything about it. The Source Stone is as useless to us as the words of power.
Well, no wonder she won't tell you anything. You've locked her up in a dungeon, and yet you claim to have done her no harm?
Perhaps Hadrian will speak to our champion. She has spoken with them before.
Enough, Erin. Now, if you want to speak to Hadrian, you are free to do so. But I will not release her from the dungeon while an enemy is within our city gates.
Fine, then I'll do it.
Personally, I think this is all a waste of time. Words of power, the Source Stone, Hadrian. What good is this against Erebeth's army? Our fate is sealed. We are all doomed.
Sounds like a doomsayer from the leader of Neverwinter. Lord Nasher, may I ask you some questions?
After all you have done for the city, the least I can do is answer your questions. Although Gend probably knows more than I do.
Not surprising, you aren't very intelligent to begin with. What can you tell me about Hadrian and her arrival?
We captured the lizard woman slinking around the city shortly after Luskan attacked. After Erebeth's betrayal, I'm not too trusting. So we are keeping her locked in a cell in a dungeon. She was hissing and babbling about Mogrim, wanting the words of power and the Source Stone. But we couldn't get much else out of her. She's half mad, I fear, and doesn't seem to trust us.
Clearly not.
Gend seems to think she might trust you, though. You're free to speak with her in the dungeons if you wish.
Right, and will you let her out of there?
I'm sorry, but I won't do that. Not while there's an enemy inside the city. She might be an ally, but it's just as likely she's a spy.
No, it's not.
Besides, we aren't doing her any harm, only keeping an eye on her. And if she has information to help us, she should be willing to share it whether we keep her in prison or not.
The naivete of this man. How is he in charge? Erin.
These are indeed dark times, though not so dark as Lord Nasher portrays them. The people of Neverwinter are made of sterner stuff than any of us imagine. But if Neverwinter is to survive, we must all play our part. My place is here by Lord Nasher's side. I must oversee every aspect of the defense of the city. And your own part is one you know all too well. You must save Neverwinter once more, though how you might accomplish this I cannot say. Perhaps the creature Hadrian knows something of this.
Very well. But before I speak to her and free her, I want to ask you some questions.
I once knew every secret in this city, but these are turbulent times, and even I am left stumbling in the dark. Yet, I will tell you whatever I can.
What about Hadrian herself?
She arrived here shortly after the third word of power was delivered to Castle Never. Lord Nasher suspected she was a spy, and had her imprisoned in the dungeons. After Erebeth's betrayal, he has grown overly cautious, and I fear it has made Hadrian mistrustful of us. She did tell us about the Source Stone beneath the castle, but nothing beyond that. Maybe you could try speaking to her. She trusts you, and I sense there's something important she's not telling us about the words of power and that Source Stone.
And can you let her out of the dungeon?
Lord Nasher would never consent to that, I'm afraid. Not while we are besieged by a hostile army. I doubt it would help in any case. She does not trust us, plain and simple. Perhaps because of Arabeth's actions, Hadrian fears everyone from Neverwinter is corruptible.
Or the fact that she's been helping us the entire time, and the first time she shows up, she gets imprisoned. More questions, Aaron.
I'll do my best to help you.
What can you tell me about these words of power now that we have 3 of 4?
Lord Nasher gave them to Master Ford, chief archaeologist of Neverwinter. He believes there is a link between the words and the Source Stone.
Well, Hadrian seemed to tell me as such, so I would not doubt it.
But Master Ford has not been able to learn anything more about the words of power or the Source Stone, unfortunately.
And where is this Master Ford?
Ever since we unearthed the stone beneath the castle, Master Ford has spent all his time studying it. You can speak to him yourself if you want to know more, although I suspect you would find talking to Hadrian more productive.
Very well, back to my previous questions.
I'll do my best to help you.
What of this Source Stone? I've heard about it here and there, but what is it, from your words?
Hadrian told us about the Source Stone and secret door beneath Castle Never. As Spy Master, I'm embarrassed to admit, I never suspected there were hidden chambers beneath our dungeons before this. When we found the stone, Lord Nasher put Master Ford, Neverwinter's leading archaeological expert, in charge of studying it. But so far, the Source Stone has refused to give up its secrets. If you want to know more about it, you should speak with Master Ford.
Very well. One final thing.
I'll do my best to help you.
Tell me of the battle lines.
Things have calmed since the initial onslaught. The defenders fell back to the city core, but I do not know how long we will be able to hold it.
So the 4 districts are occupied then?
We are badly outnumbered, and Arabeth knew every inch of this city. All her knowledge is being used against us now.
Is there no one else who will come to the city's aid?
Reinforcements from the Lord's Alliance are on their way, but I do not know if we can hold out until they get here.
And what if I could take down the chain of command from Arabeth and Mogrim?
I doubt it would help. Arabeth has likely shared our every weakness with all her generals by now. If Mogrim were killed, it might break the enemy's spirit. Though in truth that also seems unlikely.
True, Morak's the key behind all of it.
Normally Luskan forces are but cowards and raiders. They hit and run. This time, however, something is different. Some sinister force drives our enemies forward.
Indeed.
And there is a pall lingering in the air. A dark cloud hanging over all the defenders and driving them to despair.
What do you mean?
Surely you must feel it.
No.
There is a shadow over Neverwinter. A curse that drags down morale and inspires our enemy. Perhaps on some level, the people of Neverwinter feel they deserve to suffer. I know Lord Nasher feels such guilt at least, for what happened to Fenvic.
Perhaps he can atone for what he has done.
For all our sakes, I hope he is given that chance. Is there something else I might do for you?
No.
You should speak to Hadrian before you go. Maybe she will tell you something about the Source Stone or the Words of Power.
Hopefully.
My instincts tell me that she is the key if Neverwinter is to be saved. And I have learned to trust my instincts.
They have been correct so far, Aaron. They have been so far. I'll assume down is the dungeons. Indeed. Hadrian.
I have been waiting for you. These other warm bloods are weak. I do not trust them.
Can't blame you there.
They are weak. Like the ones you call Arabeth and Mogrim. They cannot stand against the creators. Now that Morag stirs within the Source Stone, Mogrim has unlocked the magic of the Words of Power. The Old Ones awake, and the world you know shall be no more.
Very well, and dare I ask, what are you doing in this prison, from your words?
I came to warn your people of Morag's return, but But the Warmbloods do not trust me. They cast me into this dungeon. 3 of the words are here in this castle. But there are 4 words of power in all. Morgrim has the other.
Very well.
Do not waste time trying to free me from this prison. It serves no purpose. Instead, you must help me stop Morag's return before the Old Ones awake and I am made a word slave once more.
Then what must I do?
The 4th word is close. I can feel its power. Morgrim and Arabeth brought it here to this city you call Neverwinter. Bring the word to me. I am Hadraleen, leader of the Word Slaves. With the final word, I can break Morag's power and trap her forever inside the Source Stone.
Very well. Before this endeavor, though, I wish to ask you some questions.
You're kinder ever curious. A curse of your warm blood, perhaps. Our time grows short, but I will answer your questions.
Thank you. Can you tell me any more about the words of power and the Source Stone?
Morag created the Source Stone with the power of the words, capturing the essence of fire within the gem, even as the world began to grow cold around her people. Morag placed her people in a deep hibernation within the Source Stone's core. In her slumber, the Queen's power grew, so one day she might use the words to rise again and banish the endless winter. If Morag fully awakes, the true power of the Source Stone will be unleashed. This land of ice will become steaming jungle, and the Old Ones will return to enslave the lesser races, as they did at the dawn of time.
Very well, then I will return once I have the final word of power.
You must hurry. With each passing hour, Morag's power grows. Soon, I will not be strong enough to stop my queen from awakening her people.
Very well. Well, as she said, don't waste time then. Let's get out of this castle. Wounded in here as well, huh? That is not a good sign. Reports say we are holding the city core. Let's see how accurate those reports are. Oh, someone's crying out for Neverwinter. Oh. But where do I find the final word? Let me speak to Altora. She might know something. If she's here. I hope. Good, she is here. Altora, we need to talk.
You have come to the Cloak Tower in dark times, friend. The others of my guild have left to lend their spells to the battle, and I've heard nothing of them since.
Very well. I need supplies again, Altora. Yeah. You have anything of tremendous use? I can only hope, after all. Until I know what I'm going to be up against, perhaps it's best I not buy anything. Very well. I need information. Well, let's see some here. Day 1 of the 11th month, 1372. Hadrian has revealed that the fourth and final word of power is in the hands of Morgrim. The Mad Prophet plans to use its power to awaken Morag and the Old Ones from their hibernation within the Source Stone, so that they may once again enslave all of Faerun. The only way to stop the Old One's return is to find the fourth word of power, and bring it to Hadrian before Queen Morag grows strong enough to awaken her people. There is word that Morgrim is hiding out in the war zone south of the city, protected by the Luskan forces. It's a direction. South. That's good enough for the moment. Hello, Nyatar. Can't stand chat. Which district was in the south? The four were the Peninsula, the Beggar's Nest, the Black Lake, and the Docks. Badly wounded soldier. Stay tough, my friend. This all looks a little too familiar. There's a gate guard. Let's see. This man stands rigidly at attention, intent on fulfilling his guard duties until the gates to the city core have fallen. Good man. For now, I'm expecting conflict. Likely there will be many people out here trying to kill us. Let's even summon Fog. Oh, I cannot. Very well. I will summon her at a later date. With me, Dalen? Alright, guard. If you're planning on going through the gate, you'd better be sure you're armed. The fighting is thick and bloody in the war zone. Guard, how bad is it in there? It's pretty much a no-man's land beyond the gates. The catapults have smashed the city to bits, and the streets are swarming with Luskan soldiers. Worst thing, too, like them damn war golems. Interesting. Tell me of these catapults. The only hope we have of surviving this invasion is to hold the city core until reinforcements from the Lord's Alliance arrive. But with boulders and burning pitch raining down on us day and night, it isn't going to happen. Unless somebody takes out those catapults, and I mean all of them, we'll be pounded into submission. Luskan will capture the city core, and even Castle Never will fall. Maybe you'll have better luck than Captain Trenkar did. And who was this captain? Was he leading the forces? He took a platoon into the war zone to try and stop the catapults and the war golems, but last I heard they've been driven back to the city core. He's the one you should speak to if you want to save the city. I think he's holed up in the old mercenary enclave. I see. Tell me of the war golems. There's no way to fight these bloody things. They hacked us up like lumberjacks chopping wood, and nothing we tried could even slow them down. Is there nothing more you can tell me of them? I've heard some things, but it's not a good idea to be spreading rumors in times like this. Sir, this is not the time for that. Tell me. I guess the situation's already as bad as it can get. Telling you won't make things much worse. People are saying the only way to stop the golems is to kill their master, but I heard these golems actually have two masters. A pair of mages from the Arcane Brotherhood. If that's true, then what hope do we have? Finding and killing one Arcane Brother is hard enough, but two? We're doomed. No wonder Captain Trenkar couldn't stop them. Final question, Sir Guard. Any reports of the leadership of this attack, Erebeth and Morgrim? During the initial assault on Neverwinter, that traitor Erebeth led the Luskan troops while Morgrim stayed at the back and unleashed his magic on us. Haven't heard of any sightings lately, though. They've probably holed up somewhere, plotting how to get inside the city core and bring down Castle Never before reinforcements arrive to help us. The gods know where they might be. An abandoned home, an old shop, they could be anywhere. Farewell, guard. I'm off to see this Captain Trenkar. The old mercenary enclave. The Trade of Blades, perhaps? Is that what he's referring to? Haven't been there in ages. It seems, anyway. Whoa. Dalen, you alright, my friend? Been hit by a catapult. Yeah. Stand strong, watch out for those. Gotta keep moving. Very well, yes, it's all coming back to me now. The old city. There's the Moonstone Mask. Indeed. It's been quite a while. Right, the Trade of Blades should be this building here. Yeah, we need to get rid of that catapult fire if we're gonna have any chance of really stopping this attack. Trade of Blades. There you are.
Well met.
You! I know you! You are Krael Ironpike, the sorcerer who saved Neverwinter from the plague. The city bards sing tribute to you, my lord. They claim a shining radiance emanates from your very features. Alas, it seems the city has need of your aid once again. If we hope to drive off these Luskan dogs, will you join our cause, sir? Of course, but first, formal greetings here. Who are you and what are you doing in here? I am Tranker, battalion commander of the Neverwinter militia. My men and I tried to hold the southern section of the city, but Luskan forces overran our position. We were forced to retreat and have set up base here in the city core, but we haven't given up the fight. I still send my men out in small groups, trying to slow the Luskan advance through the guerrilla tactics. We do what we can, but our numbers are too few. Between the catapults and the war golems, I fear it is only a matter of time before even the city core falls to the Luskan scum. Very well, that's probably why I'm here. What can you tell me about these things? Normally I'd say one man can make the difference, Krael, but you're no ordinary man. Someone has to take out those catapults and stop those war golems. It won't be easy, but you saved us from the plague. Maybe you can save us from this. Very well, what must be done here? The catapults are somewhere to the south, in the war zone. Don't know where exactly, seeing as how they keep moving them around. If you find them, just kill the soldiers guarding them and smash the catapults to bits. Destroy all 3 catapults and we'll finally get a break from those damned boulders raining on our heads. And what of the golems, Captain? The war golems are a different story. Even you might have trouble going head-to-head against those brutes. But there's a better way. The war golems are controlled by Luskan mages. Kill the wizards controlling them, and the golems are nothing but expensive statues. And do you have any information on their location? That I don't know. They have to be close enough to control their golems, so they are probably in the southern war zone. But if they're smart, they won't be standing out in the open. According to our intelligence reports, Luskan brought 2 of the golem masters with them. One to control the golems on the east side of the battle, and one for the west. It's a lot to ask, Krael, I know. But you're the only one who can do this. My men and I don't stand a chance out there. Very well, I'll be going then. In fact, let's rest here for a moment. Dalen's injured and I don't have all of my magic yet. Over here, friend.
I shall do as you ask.
I may also wish to pick up medicinal supplies. I'm not sure how many I have left at this point. So I may, or rather I will visit the Temple of Tyr. I've got 3 healer's kits, and that's all. Yes. Let's go see if Nurik or Sirgol in the temple will provide us with some medicinal supplies. I'm going to need them. I am going to... Thankfully, the Ring of Usam will prove invaluable. Good lord. They really are raining down, aren't they? What have we in here? Temple Guard. Judge Olaf. Don't know who all these men are.
Welcome to this house of healing. Though I fear it has become naught but a morgue. There are more dead and dying here than I could cure in a lifetime.
Judge, I need your services here. Very good. Healer's kits. All you can get. That should do. Thank you, friend. That will do nicely. Anything else of significant note or power that could help? Not for the likes of me, I'm afraid. Very well. I have my medicinal supplies, I have my magic, and I have Dalen and Fog. First order of business, though, are the catapults and the golems. Finding those words of power may not be enough if the city's overrun and I can't defend the 3 other words. So I think our best chance is to hold the line as best as we can and then get the words. While time is precious, manpower may be more significant right now. There's the entrance. I wish I could remember which district this was, but I simply can't. It's been too long since I was last here. I'll be ready for a fight, Dalen. We can hear a siege golem outside. This horrific golem is constructed by a Luskin wizard, huh? Very well, let's see how tough it is. A frost giant. Frost giants are justifiably feared as brutal and wantonly destructive raiders. They have the appearance of oversized, muscular humans with snow white or ivory snow. They're immune to cold, but they definitely do not like fire. A benefit for me, as I have Flame Arrow. They're very durable creatures, aren't they? Perfect. What of these golems? He's casting some negative effect. Perhaps I don't want you to fight those. Follow me, friends.
Fall in behind me here.
I shall do as you ask.
More of these frost giants. No, Fog, be careful. Oh. That is very unfortunate. Thank you, Dalen. Incredibly durable creatures, aren't they? Finally. I am grateful to have bought these now. What have we got here? Housing entrances. Fog is down, unfortunately. Dalen.
Yes? Is there some...
Take this. I see a glow beyond this gate. Ah, there's a catapult. He's one of your friends as well. Let's have him fight for us, shall we? Come now. That was very unfortunate. Hold him. Dalen, be careful, my friend. Have some stone skin here. You need to stop moving, giants. Take him out, Dalen. Work fast. Perfect. What is that door doing? Sparkling like that. Careful, friend. Get out of that. Now attack.
I shall do as you...
Very good work. Times like this, I wish I brought some elemental protection. Unfortunately, I did not. Good friend, let's trash these things. Perfect. The third one. Very good. This door is sparkling. Notes! Yes, information. Alright, first Dalen, you need a heal. Let us see here. Nothing special about the door, and yet it's glowing. What about this? A scroll of summoned creature. What of these corpses? Are they here for being a message? Acid fog and a dagger. Well, my friend, you won't be needing it. Regardless of whose faction you are with. See this door? Why is it like this?